Okay.
Hey.
What is your name and where are you from?
My name is Alani. I live in Washington Heights.
I'm Sebastian. I'm from Queens.
Okay, now,
Best world.
did you want to do the dating questions or the general questions?
And like either.
Can we mix them?
Yeah, we can
both.
mix them. All right, let me do the dating questions first.
Okay.
First impressions, how important is that to you?
First impressions are actually sort of,
Like if you meet someone for the first time and you're like, this dude's whack. Do you think there could be a chance for him the second, the third, the fourth time?
if I meet someone and I think he's whack, I probably will not.
So he can't change your mind. Because you know a lot of guys will try to change your mind.
He might try to change my mind the second time, but after that, if he still can't, then it's a no for me. What about you?
All right, how about you? First impressions.
I agree. I think in the first 10 minutes, I can know whether or not I will leave early. How about that? Yeah.
We know what we want.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right, now, what about the way a guy dresses?
Now that for me,
What if he's wearing like pajamas out here?
if he's
Out here, like
Yeah, out here. Is that
okay,
acceptable?
we're currently in Washington Square Park.
Yes.
If you're wearing pajamas in Washington Square Park, I don't know. I mean, if you're cute, I might still give you a chance, but I like to look for guys who have a little bit of style. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if you come out here and it's not a good day for you,
I
then
agree, some style, because
yeah.
I mean, I still disagree. If it's not a nice day, if you're still planning to hang out, you dress up like that, then it shows you don't care. If you don't care, you can leave.
So looks, or the way you dress is important.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
your thoughts on men approaching you in public spaces like this.
I love that.
You like that? So
I
a
love
guy
that.
could come up to you and say, hey, you're cute, let me get your number.
I mean,
That's
I love
acceptable?
that.
That's a lie. That happened to us last week, and you got scared.
Okay,
That's a lie.
it's happened 2 times in the last
That's a lie.
week.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
So what do you tell him? No, I'm not interested.
I told both of them yes, though, and I gave them my number.
Did you? A real number?
You did, okay.
Yes, my actual number, not a fake one.
Okay. So that does work then.
I love the confidence.
What about you? Your thoughts
I'd
on
be a
men
little scared. I'd be a
approaching?
little scared.
Yeah.
I'd be a little scared. A little scared.
I'm a little bit more just like, nonchalant. Just like going
So what about you approaching someone in public? Would you do that or you're not with that?
I'll use Instagram.
You
I'll
use Instagram.
Yeah.
You take the easy way
Yeah,
out.
easy way out.
I like more in-person interaction.
Okay, now. Next question. Name the last 3 guys you liked and why.
Okay, well,
If you gotta think about it, we'll go to him first.
okay, well, one of the last is actually in this park right now.
Really? What did you like about him?
So I am kind of into skater guys. I think it's I just like that type of vibe, and I think skater guys usually have the type of style that I look for. And so he was skating. This is actually a week ago from today. He was skating here, and I was actually
So just him being a skater alone is enough for you?
No. He was cute and a skater, which is like, it draws me in. It's attractive to me. And so he came up to me, and he asked for my number.
That's not true. That's not how it went either.
Okay, he came up to me and
I convinced you to go say hi to him after you almost chickened out, and then you did, and then his friends saw you staring at him, and then he walked up to you.
he walked up to me and asked for my number, and then I gave him my number. But yeah, that's how it went. And he's here tonight, but he's acting like he doesn't know me, which is actually kind of tea. But the past 2 guys before that, they've been on Tinder, which is not really my ideal type of
So it was a
method.
picture that attracted you? Or a profile? What was it?
Yeah, profile
Same with
usually.
the text?
Me, Tinder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Tinder?
like at this point, like what can we do? Like
Exactly,
Tinder, it's
like in
Tinder.
person, like no, like
It's scarier to be in person with a stranger than to be on a Tinder account. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did all 3 guys already, right? The last 2 were from Tinder, right? Alright, turn-offs. What are some turn-offs about guys?
What's happening right now?
What?
This guy who I met, he's acting like he doesn't know me. And that's
Oh,
kind of a
yeah, that's
turn-off
right. You
for
told me about that. Alright.
Just acting like, you're better than me.
Lack of energy. A lack of energy.
A lack of energy is a turn off for me.
Wait, so he did ask you for your number?
Yes.
He asked
and
you
we've
for
been texting and everything, and like pretty seriously texting as well.
But he's a little rude.
A little bit.
Did he just lose interest or is he playing hard to get? What's
You know
going
what?
on?
He's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. He's a little weird. In the text, he's a little condescending, a little bit superiority complex. It's a little strange. So this isn't shocking, but it's disappointing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Alright, next question. What are your thoughts on online dating? What are some of the good things, bad things?
The good things about it are that you get to choose who you want to match up with, who you want to meet up with.
Because I get both sides. A lot of people they hate it. A lot of people they like it.
I like it.
I like
I
it.
think it gives a chance, a possibility.
Yes.
Like if we're gonna do strictly in person, like how out of the 100% chances, 99% of the time you wouldn't reach out to a person in person.
In real life,
Yeah, so
you
these are
you usually
online.
be shy to something like
exactly. So
that.
these are online.
But if you have something like Tinder, Hinge, Bubble, or
it gives
etc.
opportunities and chances.
Exactly. But the negative sides of that is that
The same way you can escape it. The same way.
I guess
The ghosting aspect, where it's all the same way you can run away in person. You can't really run away in person, but online you can just pretend they don't exist.
Yes, but also the negative aspect is that most of them are usually looking for just, a
Hookups.
hookup or something like that. And personally, I'm just not. I'm looking for something more. Tinder's probably not the app for that, but it's kind of what I'm just dealing with right now.
I think we're all dealing with it.
Yeah.
Not really a chance. Not really an option.
Do you usually meet men through people you know or internet? What's the percentage ratio there?
Through internet recently, honestly.
So you're not doing real life too much. I mean,
Unless they're from Tinder.
people that
Yeah.
you know, like through
Unless
people
they're
you
from
know.
like Tinder. Like
Right.
I meet up with a lot of the guys, not a lot, but a good amount of the guys
To
that
see if
I'm
your vibes
interested
are in
with.
person.
Exactly.
You vibe in.
If
Yeah.
Now
I'm
you-
interested in them and they're interested in me, I will try to make attempts to meet up with them in person.
You talked a little bit about before what you like in a man. What are you looking for in a man?
That's a good question, right?
We've prayed about this before.
I'm kind of looking for a relationship, but I'm also entirely not sure what I'm looking for.
What are you looking for? You looking for a tough guy? What kind of guy? Soft guy, gentle guy,
I want
quiet guy,
I
noisy
want a guy who comes off tough, but is very soft towards me.
I had somebody else before said that they like bad guys, mean guys who treat them bad.
No, you better not.
I
treat
think
me
that's a
bad.
very common
We will
problem.
cut off your neck.
Yeah,
We will-
you better not treat
we
me
will
bad.
find you.
Yeah.
However, like if you're
Have
nice to
personality.
me, but you just have sort of like
Personality.
confident energy across from you, that will attract me.
You?
A relationship, I just want someone to vibe on my level, my
Yeah.
energy, on my personality, and to reflect the same energy that I can give, the same care I can give, and appreciate that for what it is, while reflecting it back at me.
Like a mirror, kind of.
Yeah, mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Now, next question. How long should a guy wait before he calls you?
Before he,
Calls you. Once
On
he gets your phone
Instagram?
number. Yeah. Let's say, he follows you, you follow him back. How long should he wait before he
I feel
DMs
like a
you?
couple. Oh, DMs
DMs you?
me?
Yeah.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
That fast?
If you're following, I'm following back, liking my first two pictures, I'm liking your first two pictures, I expect a DM in the next 5 minutes.
So don't wait.
Don't wait, no.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, like if you're interested in me,
And those few
then
steps in the beginning, the follows and the likes, always precede the DM. So if that doesn't come right away, it's like, okay, next.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, if you get the vibe that this person may be interested in you, I would say to DM as soon as possible, because if not, then you're sleeping on an opportunity.
So take advantage, seize the moment.
Yes, exactly.
Now, let's say you like somebody, okay? What kind of signals are you putting out? Are you smiling? Are you winking? Are you waving?
I'm
What are
very
you
loud.
doing?
I'm very loud. I try to put on the most energetic side of me I can put out, and that's what comes out in most cases on a regular day basis.
So
I
they
put
get the
that out.
message?
Yes, right away. I will be extra.
I feel like if I like a guy, he will know. I mean, like I don't take long to reply.
No, what about if you're in a public setting like this? Do you smile? Do you wink? What do you do?
I mean, listen, we have an example right here. There's a guy over there who I've been talking to.
Have you smiled at him? Winked at
Last
him?
week, we sat there and her stared at him for about 20 minutes.
Oh,
And
so
that's how I got
staring
his
is
number.
She stared at him and
I sent my message through my
Just
mind.
manifested it.
Yeah, I manifested it.
What about you? What do you do?
What
You
was the
smile,
question?
you wink?
I
What kind of positive
Okay.
signals do you send out?
will just. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
you
mean,
said you
yeah.
act energetic.
I get energetic, but yeah, so I will
But
like
what about facial expressions? What are we looking for?
look, smile, then be loud.
Okay. Great.
I feel like I do that, right? You're like,
Now, how long does it take for you to like someone? Do you like him on the first time you meet him, second time, or it takes you like? So one person said they need to see how they act in front of their family before they like someone.
It honestly does not take me long. Like if I meet you and me and this guy vibe together, I will probably like you within who knows how long, like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, who knows. But ideally I would want at least like, a good couple of hours or something before I at least like you.
Yeah, I feel like I can tell right away if I'm gonna like a person, just because I'm gonna want to hang out with them and spend time with them and not run away.
All right, how are we doing on time here?
We're good.
We're good.
You sure?
Chilling.
All right. Now we're done with the dating questions. Let's go into the general questions. Do a New York accent.
Oh God.
Wait. Do your
Sebastian
accent?
can handle that one.
Oh, you do the New York
actually?
accent. Let's hear it.
Not for real though, like dead ass.
For real though, like dead ass, bro, like polo boy, like TikTok.
I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that. Let's just do this shit. If you go on and like we just go eat, then we go and get drink, and that's it.
All right. Now, where were you coming from before you came to this park?
Museum of Ice Cream.
I live in Washington Heights. He lives in Queens, as said earlier. But we went to the museum. Oh, is that what you mean? Okay, we went to the
So,
museum.
yeah, where were you exactly before you came to this
We
park?
went to the Museum of Ice Cream and I got kicked out. That's another story though. But yeah, we were just kind of walking around Soho and stuff, and then we ended up here.
Now, where are you going once you leave this park?
Probably home.
Home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is it for tonight. Now, were you the person who wanted to come do the YouTube, the video?
Yeah. It was.
Yes.
Whose idea was it? Was it
It
yours?
was my idea. Yeah,
No.
I was interested in it.
Now, since you take the initiative, would you consider yourself to be a leader?
I think so. Yeah.
Because you would have to be sort of a bit of a leader to take the initiative and say, hey, I want to
Yes,
get
I
in
would
front of the
say
camera.
so. Yes.
Okay. Now, you said you have social media as well. Did you want to explain a little bit about your content?
I mean, I'm not that like popping on social media. Like, I don't even like have that many followers or anything. But you know, I like to take pictures every now and then, and I like to like stunt in front of the followers that I do have.
Now, let me ask you this. I see you got a necklace here on.
Yes.
What does that mean to you?
Okay, so I
Oh, I
have.
should explain this one
Yeah,
later.
yeah, you can go first then.
This crystal, okay, it's like a protective crystal. We got a psychic last week. We came last week.
Oh, that's new.
Yes, we came last week, and we went to the psychic, and the protective crystal meant to protect me from my crazy ex.
Okay.
I have two necklaces right now.
Yes.
I have one that says my name on it, which is Alani, and I have another crystal as well. I honestly am forgetting. No, it's selenite. That's the crystal right.
What's
that
mine?
black tourmaline. That's his crystal, but I'm wearing selenite right now. And I don't know. I kind of vibe with the crystals and everything. I just like the energy that it gives off. And that's the two.
Who
crystals
gave
that
it to you? You bought it yourself?
I bought it myself, but
Alright.
actually, my name necklace my sister got me, and the crystal necklace I got for myself.
All right, more general questions here. What's the difference between Manhattan and the outer boroughs?
Manhattan has main character energy.
I mean, that's your opinion, but it's not the correct.
He's from Queens, so he thinks
I'm
otherwise.
from Queens. We have personality. We have Nicki Minaj, and yeah,
Oh,
They-
Nicki
they have
Minaj
Nicki
is from
Minaj.
Queens?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the Bronx has Cardi. We also go to school in the Bronx,
Yeah, we go to school in the Bronx.
so we're all over New York City.
We're all over the,
The boroughs.
yeah.
Now, a lot of New Yorkers are moving out of New York. Do you know anyone who's left and where are they going?
Texas.
Texas?
A lot of people go to Texas just because for the big houses. That's
It's
like
cheap
cheaper,
too.
it's
It's
warmer.
cheap for big houses. I mean,
Florida.
I personally don't know anyone that's moved out of New York to go to like other states. But I know just a general trend is that a lot of people are moving out
North
just
Carolina, Texas, and Florida are the main ones.
yeah, just because of coronavirus reasons and also because of just cheaper. Like it's just cheaper there.
Now, you all said that you're in college, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What advice do you have for some of the freshmen coming up next year?
Just focus.
One day,
like
one day at a time.
exactly.
You don't need to plan a month ahead, 2 months ahead, a year ahead. Take it as you go, because every day counts for what it is in that moment.
All right, 3 wishes. What are they going to be?
I
You want to go
wish-
first?
I
who's,
wish
who's
to
ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
I wish to just fulfill the life that I want to fulfill, and I wish to just do whatever I want. And I wish that if money and monetary gains come from that, then so be it. But if not, then at least I lived the life that I wanted to live.
Is that 3 wishes?
No, but we're just gonna go with that.
Mine,
Alright.
okay, we're gonna go in order. 1, it'd be just overall happiness. 2, success. And 3, a nice relationship.
Game changers, have you had any? Anything that happened to you that made you want to change the way you live your life?
I mean, I went through a breakup this year. And I feel like after that I had a lot of personal growth, and I feel like I just realized a lot of things about myself, and
Yeah.
I feel like the same for him
I
probably.
had a really bad breakup, and it just
Does that change like the way you? Because some people.
it doesn't have to. It can't change it. It depends on how you approach the aftermath. the approach I took was sitting down, analyzing what I faltered in, what my issues were, where my toxicness came in, and what I could fix and develop growth in, and that's what I did. But not everyone does that. Now, I mean, it is hard. It takes time. It's stressful. It gives you anxiety, but it does pay off at the end of the day.
But you wouldn't say give up on dating entirely.
No, not at all.
If anything, I'm more up for it because I know what to do and what not to do, or at least a better account of it.
So it makes you even stronger.
I think so.
For sure.
And you're gonna go even harder next time. All right. Now, next question. How important is ancestry to you? A lot of people now are doing DNA tests and they want to find out where they came from. Would y'all be like the type of people to do that? And
I actually have. My family has taken a few, even though we can like directly trace ours, like 4 or 5 generations. But yeah, we have taken a few, and I've always been interested in taking more.
so that interests you?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I definitely would like to take like a ancestry type of test or something like that. I think like ancestry is very important, but I don't think it completely defines who you are. You know?
What is the weirdest thing you've seen or heard in this park?
Today,
In
Or any day.
Oh, I mean,
Because there's a lot of strange things going on here. People screaming, people making animal noises, all kinds of things.
this is like I haven't really spent that much time here. This is like my 3rd time here, but I guess the most like strange thing that has happened was me, seeing a guy that I would like to talk to, and then me getting his number by the end of the night.
That's a strange thing? Or the strange thing would be him like ignoring you.
it was the way we like managed to successfully make it work.
Yeah, we
Like-
managed to make it work.
We just sat there like for an hour, being like, do you go or not? And then it just all
And
worked
then
out.
he came up to me, which was like sort of a weird thing.
Also,
No.
weird was psychic.
Oh yeah, we went to a psychic before that happened, but
That
that's
was
a whole
scary.
nother story.
Now, there's a lot of women out there also interested in skaters. What are some places to look for skaters in New York?
Oh,
Other than here, of course.
I don't really know, honestly. Like, the school I go to Fordham University, and there's like a decent amount of skaters. There are not too many. But yeah, I definitely love skaters. Definitely my sort of vibe. Definitely my type. I guess Tinder is like a good way.
Tinder for skaters.
There's a good amount of them on there. But besides that, and besides Washington Square Park, I'm honestly not too sure.
Actually, you need to go on my channel. There's a whole bunch of skaters on there.
Okay, I should then.
She will.
Did they link their Instagrams or?
Most of them do.
She will follow him.
I will.
Yeah, check them out.
She will DM him too.
Now, next question. You speak any foreign languages?
Here we go. I'm fluent in Spanish.
You want to say something cool in Spanish?
Mejor dicho, estoy más cansado que un berraco, caminé todo el día y quiero comerme un buñuelo. Así que un buñuelo con un aguardiente y un poquito de arequipe.
You?
I am Spanish, however, I don't speak it.
Do you speak anything like other than English? What'd you take in school?
I took Spanish throughout like high school and
Okay.
college, and I'm like somewhat
Yeah.
intermediate.
Uh-huh.
However, my parents did not teach Spanish to me growing up, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I've at least tried to like learn the language somewhat.
Maybe you can take it up at Fordham again.
Yeah, I do. I do
Okay,
actually.
great.
You understand a lot.
I understand a lot. I'm better.
You're just scared of talking too.
I'm just not. Yeah, I'm not as good at like speaking it myself.
You gotta build up the confidence. Go find yourself some Spanish skaters and it'll all be
should,
good.
right?
Actually,
I should. There's one over there.
He's
So
Dominican, actually.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, next question. Where have you been? States, countries?
Oh, I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I haven't
If
really
you're ready,
done
go ahead.
Okay, I've been to Italy, Spain, Germany, England, France, Colombia, Turks and Caicos, Florida, Georgia, Alaska, Belgium, Mexico, I think that's it. Texas.
Okay.
I really have not been as many places as he have. I haven't been outside of the country yet. I've been to Puerto Rico a couple times, been to Florida a couple times for like Universal, Disney, been to Pennsylvania, New Jersey.
Oh, Pennsylvania. Yeah.
I think that's really it, honestly. I'm kind of content with New York, but I would.
Where's Maryland?
That's
I
over
would
there
love
by
to
DC,
explore
right?
the world.
Me too. It's a passion of mine.
Where do
Sure,
you
we're
want?
gonna
Where,
explore together.
where do you want to go in the future?
I actually want to go to. I don't know about you. I want to go to Egypt.
I really want to go to. I really want to go to Spain. I really want to go to
Spain's nice.
Tokyo too. I just want to explore. I also want to go to Africa really bad. Well, maybe we should go together then. Maybe it's a fucking sign. But yeah, I just really, I'm really interested in that type of stuff. But you know, I gotta have more money for that.
Maybe you could find a rich skater,
Exactly.
and he'll take you. A rich Spanish skater, he'll take you over there. Now, next
I'm gonna
question.
manifest it.
Y'all ready for the next question? All right. What is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for you?
Okay, let's see.
Oh god.
Skip any questions you want to skip.
I mean, the nicest thing that comes to my head right away is that like on Valentine's Day I got a nice card saying like what my what my ex like appreciated about me and everything like that.
Very
I
sweet.
think for me, the support my friends gave me during the breakup, forcing themselves into my house while communicating with my parents.
Oh, you
like-
locked yourself in?
No, but like they made plans with my parents to like come over and eat and have dinners and force me to interact. It was nice.
So to get you back into the swing
Into
of
the
things.
zone, exactly.
Yeah. Sounds great. Now, y'all ready for the next question?
Yeah.
Can you do any impersonations? You seem like a very dramatic woman. Can you impersonate anything
I don't
or
even know.
anyone?
Who do I even?
Skip anything you need to skip.
I can impersonate myself. I
Can
don't
you
really-
impersonate any of your friends?
Don't make fun of me.
I don't want to make. He's a mess. I don't want to.
What about you? You want to impersonate anyone or skip?
I don't really have any actually.
Okay. All right, next question. What are some good places to film these kinds of videos?
Here, I think, I mean, I want to say Times Square for the aesthetic, but it's a little bit messy.
You think people are willing to like
Yeah.
do interviews over there?
Definitely.
No, yeah. I mean, like the New Yorkers that you might attract there might be different
Get
than
tourists.
the
Tourists.
New
Tourists?
Yorkers you might attract here.
Tourists, you can tell them that like that the moon is gonna like fall on them, and they'll be like, "Wow, that's crazy." Thank you.
Special talents, you got any?
No.
You?
Sing.
You can
He-
sing?
he
You want to sing
definitely
anything
can
for us?
sing.
Just sing "Oh Holy Night."
Yeah, sure.
All right, you're the second person to take up that offer. Or the third,
get
including the
into it.
rapper.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. This is the night of our dear say goodbye. Long live. I forgot how it goes. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, night. That's all you're gonna get.
That's the next American Idol right
The
here.
voice, please hit him up.
Ignore it, please. I'm very cold. My voice is very dried up. I'm sorry for the bad mistakes.
Whoa, I mean, you were man enough to sing. That's a lot more than most people are willing to do. Now, what kind of videos y'all watch?
On YouTube,
Yeah. Other than your own videos, of
I've
course.
been very interested in spirituality type
Me
of
too. I've been
videos.
meditating a lot.
Yeah, we're both very spiritual type of people, which is why we're probably attracted to
We were
each
trying
other.
to like meditate and like that we can practice.
Literally, but also just like spiritual like awakening type
I
of
also
stuff.
I watch a lot of dance mom fights.
How did y'all become friends?
School,
We go to the same school together and we had a class together.
and we were like going.
And we were like, you know, we were good friends at the time, but I think we've
Wait,
especially.
the first day of school, she walked in and we were taking a test, and I'm like, the answers are this, write them down fast, copy.
Yeah, we
First day.
became friends through school,
Because of that,
but
like I said before, the energy, if you can reflect the energy I give you, like we become best friends right there on the spot.
So she was looking out for you, and that was.
I was looking
he
for
was
her.
looking after me. Yeah.
Oh, he was looking out
Yes,
for you.
yes, yes.
So you gave her the
Yes.
answer. All right. That's very generous of you.
What kind of person? The world doesn't think that to give it back to me, you know? It's
How
fine.
did y'all spend the lockdown during the months of March and
I
April?
had to work. Wait, so what'd you say?
The months of March and April.
I had to work, which was really scary because my family has pharmacies, and it was my mom and I having to work by ourselves because we couldn't let anyone else work. You know, obviously because of the virus. So it was us two handling everything. Customer after customer was sick. It took a toll mentally and yeah, it was a little hard.
So you like an essential,
Yeah.
frontline guy.
I, on the other hand, I did not work during the summer or like when COVID was.
Because I asked this question because a lot of people, they'll spend time like fixing their house or working out, playing video games. Somebody said all they did was get high.
I actually meditated a lot and worked out a lot when it wasn't working because
Because you couldn't do anything else.
and I was going through another breakup. Well, the
Oh,
same
yeah, that was the breakup?
No, it was the same relationship.
Oh, wow.
With the first breakup.
Uh-huh.
So at that time, I took to just like calm myself down through meditation.
All right.
I just had a lot of personal growth over the summer. I worked out, as you said previously. I started to work out more.
Your personalities are like.
My personality started to come out. I started to just buy stuff, like buy clothes that like match my fashion. I started to like eat better. I started to meditate more. I started to like spend more time in the sun, and just like I don't know. I just overall improved my vibrations.
Now, what motivates you in life?
Myself.
Yourself? And
Yeah.
you?
I think.
Starbucks?
No, I feel like star presence in terms of like how an artist will be like when they walk into a room, an artist can like shut down the whole thing. Like I like that. Like I want to be someone who just has presence and has some footing in life.
We're
This
both
world.
stars.
So you want to work to the point where you get that recognition outside and
Yeah, I want to be recognized for
appreciation.
something.
Yeah, you want to be recognized and known for your work.
Something.
Now, next question: is Facebook still relevant?
No.
Only for 45-year-old mothers.
Now, what do you think is some of the things that Facebook is doing wrong to scare people away?
I don't think. I mean, if you compare it to other social media sites, we only see those fake rumors arise specifically from Facebook. That itself is a really clear sign of where it's coming from. Facebook.
What apps do you use?
I use Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, Gmail.
I use Instagram, Snapchat, what else? Twitter. I used to use TikTok a lot, and I got like 1 million likes, something like that, but I stopped.
So you're like a content creator.
I used to, yeah.
So you're both content creators. You have that in common.
I mean, I personally am not, but I would definitely be interested in it.
Now it doesn't even hurt.
What questions would you ask if you were doing interviews out here? What would you want to know about these people?
I feel like I personally would ask more like meaningful questions, just questions about like life or just like.
See, I wouldn't though. I feel like sometimes.
What do you mean? Like what are you gonna do when you grow up and stuff like that? Those kind of
I'm
questions?
just like someone who's very interested in like spirituality. And,
Oh,
like,
deep questions you mean?
yes, like more deeper questions, and like I feel like.
But you
New
think the
York-
people can handle that?
I think so. I mean, I'd be able to handle it, but I just feel like, I mean, I don't think, like as you said, like I don't think a lot of people are ready to like handle that. But
I don't think.
New York is a very special type of place, and I feel like just asking questions about like spirit, like just just like spirituality or just like life or like just anything like that, which you've asked some about like already, I think would be very interesting to watch.
Now, do you make videos?
No.
You do.
TikToks, yeah.
You said you were very successful at it.
Somewhat.
Sorry about that. So tell me about your most successful content.
My most successful content.
And why did it become successful?
Well, I knew why. I knew it would work. There was TikToks where I would purposely make because I knew they would be the ones to get the viewers and the push on TikTok because it generated.
It was already successful with somebody else?
Not that. No. It
So
wasn't.
you were original.
Yeah, in terms of I knew it would go to a certain demographic. For example, one of my most successful ones was pop culture ones. I would make pop culture ones, referencing like funny tweets or celebrities. There was one I made regarding a song that had Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, Miley Cyrus, and the Jonas Brothers, and that was successful. But yeah.
Now let me ask you this: what are some of the positive things that have come out of your success in content? Have you made friends as a result of
I
it?
mean,
Do you get a lot of messages saying great stuff, great work?
I definitely have gotten a little more attention on Instagram. It's gone to Instagram. On Instagram, also just social media. People criticize it for being like an instant gratification, and honestly, it is instant gratification. But what's wrong with that? I appreciate it for what it is. It makes you feel cool in the moment.
All right, now, what is your biggest accomplishment in life?
My
You can
biggest
skip it if you want.
accomplishment is probably just being myself, honestly. Like, which sounds kind of corny, but like, I honestly just...
Too many fake people out there.
Exactly. Like, I just live my life how I want it, and I feel like I'm so satisfied with the life that I've lived already, and like, I can't wait to just live more of my life, and I feel like a lot of people don't ever get to that point, like, and never have that sort of personal development for themselves.
I think just accomplishments. I'm really happy with my friends. Like, I've really embarrassed with my friend group, and I think it just goes to say that all my friends are become great friends, interact with each other, regardless of them not knowing each other. Alani and my other friend Nick met today, and they got along super perfectly well. That goes to me. For me, that's just a statement that I make good friends, and that my interaction with them are positive enough where they can relate that to other new friends they meet of mine.
What is the secret to creating that perfect social circle? Because if you look around this park sometimes, you'll notice there's a lot of people by themselves. They're very alone. And I'm assuming that a lot of these people have not figured out how to create that social circle, and that's why they're so
Authenticity.
alone.
That is literally the main
and not
thing.
even in the terms of like, oh, like, don't be fake. No, just be you. Like, honestly, you will attract the people that vibrate on your same spectrum. Like, I am. She calls me a mess, but I am a mess. My personality is a firecracker, and I purposely, after that, I try to embarrass myself from the start. Because, hey, if you're gonna reflect that back, then we're gonna be friends on the spot.
All right, now, did you already plug your social media?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my Instagram is Sebastian Sebastian _ Puerto _.
All right, now, shout outs. Did you want to give a shout out to anybody?
I guess I'll just plug myself as well.
Okay.
My Instagram is Alani Scheel, ALANISCHEEL. That's 2 E's. I'm wearing a pink wig. And in terms of shout outs, just shout out my family, shout out my friends. Sebastian, he's already here. And just shout out all the real people in my life.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yikes.
Like, yikes. Sorry.
Shout out Nicki Minaj.
All right, now, do I have your permission to upload this to the internet?
Yes.